To discuss what's been happening further, we have Mumtaz Zahra Baloch, the Pakistani ambassador to France, in the studio with us, along with our international affairs editor, Andrew Hillier. Well, Ambassador, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for coming on and speaking with us today. Now, we've seen months of clashes between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Now, though, the defense minister came out and he said on social media that our patience has now run out. Now it is open war between us. So why this declaration, and what is the Pakistani government hoping to achieve militarily that it felt it couldn't achieve through dialogue?
You see, what happened yesterday was anybody who is paying attention was not surprising, because ever since 2021, when Taliban came back to power, we have seen an increase in terrorist attacks in Pakistan. And we have followed a dialogue path. We have been engaged with the Afghan authorities. We have used mediators. And we have been trying to reason with them, asking them to basically rein in these terror groups, which are targeting Pakistani civilians, Pakistani armed forces, and foreign nationals in Pakistan. And what happened a couple of days ago was that Afghan government authorities and their military supported those terror groups which were entering Pakistan with all their heavy equipment, and the government Pakistan decided to respond, and this time we had to target the government officials, government facilities from where such actions were being coordinated.
Now, Afghanistan has said that this is a internal problem for Pakistan and not a new one. This is something Pakistan has been dealing with. So does bringing military action into this risk further destabilizing the region?
You see, Pakistan, as I said, Pakistan has exercised patience for a long time. And our enemy is not the people of Afghanistan. Our enemy is these terror groups, the TTP, the Al Qaeda, the ISKP, which have found refuge inside Afghanistan, and the Afghan authorities have either turned a blind eye, or they have given them refuge and they have given them protection. And Pakistan has undertaken strikes against these terror groups, very precise strikes against their hideouts, against their training camps. And if Afghan authorities cannot rein these terror groups, Pakistan has to take actions, and that's what we did yesterday.
Ambassador, you mentioned 2021, the return to power of the Afghan Taliban. Indeed, back then, Islamabad was viewed as one of the Afghan Taliban's closest friends by many. Indeed, the then Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, proclaimed that Afghans had broken the shackles of slavery. Has Islamabad badly misread the Afghan Taliban?
You see, there is a history. The Afghan Taliban, what we call Afghan Taliban 2.0, has come back, and ever since they came back, they have gotten hold of all that military equipment that was left by the Americans, and that is very sophisticated military equipment. They think they are powerful enough to take on their neighbors, and they also think that they can get away with supporting these terror groups, and that is a problem. And as I have said earlier, we have been engaged with them. We have been communicating with them through dialogue, and on various occasions, and requested them. We have asked them. We have communicated why this was a very important issue for us. And Pakistan believes that there is only one serious challenge in our relationship. That is that of terrorism. All other issues can be resolved.
Indeed, but for decades, Pakistan was accused of providing covert support to the Afghan Taliban, including during US-led NATO operations in Afghanistan. Is Pakistan not responsible for the situation it finds itself in now?
I think this is a very incorrect assessment of the situation. Pakistan was a very close partner of the United States and of the NATO forces when there was this operation in Afghanistan. And Pakistan provided all kind of support to the NATO and the United States. We provided our air and ground locks for them to undertake these operations. And Pakistan has been very cooperative with the Western countries in combating the terror threat that we have had in Afghanistan. The unfortunate thing is that since 2021, the world has forgotten that the problem still remains in Afghanistan. The terror groups are still there. ISKP has really become stronger, and so has TTP. We have a Baloch Liberation Army, which is also targeting Pakistan. But also don't forget, there are other terror groups which are targeting other neighbors of Afghanistan. Almost all neighbors of Afghanistan are suffering because of terror threat that emanates from Afghanistan.
I'd like to actually ask you a question about the nature of this confrontation. Now, of course, the Pakistani military vastly outnumbers the Afghan Taliban's own military capabilities. So this is a classic case of asymmetric warfare. We know the Afghan Taliban have a doctrine of asymmetric warfare. Our correspondents today have been telling us that local people in Pakistan are scared of reprisals, of unconventional warfare, of attacks that may be carried out on Pakistani soil. Is Islamabad worried about reprisal attacks being carried out against its own civilians? And is this not a dangerous strategy to escalate in the way it has done?
You see, we have been suffering for the last several years. And Pakistani civilians and armed forces and foreign nationals in Pakistan are being killed on a regular basis because of these terror groups. So, yes, of course, there is this possibility, but as the Prime Minister of Pakistan has said, we are ready to defend ourselves, and we have the capability to respond effectively against all such attacks. And that is what we have done. And again, as I said, our enemy is not the people of Afghanistan. We have always opened our hearts and homes for the Afghan refugees for decades. And main thing is this issue of terrorism that needs to be resolved. And the international community must impress on the Afghan Taliban to take action against these terror groups that they have harbored for so long.
Thank you, Ambassador, for your time.
Thank you very much.